What's good, everybody? It's your boy Snarky Mark from the Flats Entertainment, and we are back with Wolf. Say what's up, Wolf. And today we are going to be talking about Tony Khan losing his ever-loving mind. Like, for real, the man has really gone off his rocker, and I'm going to show you the video in a couple minutes. But before I show you the video, Wolf and I are going to discuss just how crazy this man is gone. Seriously, something's wrong with him. Now listen, y'all. We all saw the clip of what happened to Tony Khan on AEW Dynamite, how he got attacked by Jack Perry and the Young Bucks, and how he got hit in the stomach with a microphone, and then he took the Tony Khan driver, and how he was laid out. I didn't have a problem with the segment. I was more upset about the fact that Tony's segment really outshined Swerve's moment. Swerve didn't get the moment that I was hoping he would get. Like how I mentioned in our previous video last week, how I hoped that they would capitalize off of Swerve being their first black AEW World Champion. I really hope that they would capitalize off of that. Doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. But you know what? I'm going to let that go. And I was going to judge this segment for what it was, not based off of my personal opinions about Swerve. And I was going to give it a chance. But instead of using that segment to further build their brand and to diversify themselves and to separate themselves away from WWE, Tony Khan, once again, uses the segment to go on live TV on the NFL Network to try to throw shots at WWE. And it wasn't like slight jabs. No. This man made the most insane comparison that you can imagine. Now look, in my Swerve video, I said that AEW needs to focus on being AEW and not worrying about what WWE is doing, not trying to keep drawing comparisons to WWE. They hate tribalism. Tony Khan always says he hates tribalism and that it's toxic in wrestling, but he's the main one causing it, and he's the main one fueling that. And honestly, he's whatever bad press comes from this NFL Live interview that he did, he's going to bring it on himself. Well, this NFL Network interview, he's bringing all that bad press on himself. And it's ridiculous. Now, he showed up in a neck brace, and that's fine. I like that because it's keeping kayfabe alive, and I respect that. But everything else that took place in that interview, I can't respect it. And as you can see in Wolf's face, he don't respect that either. He was looking like a damn fool out there. Ain't that right, Wolf? See, Wolf hates it. Now look, you had a wonderful opportunity to use that segment, that final segment, well, that segment between you and the Young Bucks and Jack Perry to go off in a different direction and build something great. Honestly, I mean, you had laid the groundwork, said whatever people want to say about the selling. Tony Khan's not a professional wrestler. The selling wasn't good at all. But I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what you can do with the angle. And you know what? You can still do something with it. But you could have used that opportunity to totally separate yourself from WWE. You could have used that opportunity to show people exactly who you are. You could have used that time on the NFL Network to expand on the differences between you and your competitor. But instead, you threw stones once again, unnecessary stones at that, and you make the wildest comparison. You compare yourself to Pepsi, and you compare WWE to freaking Harvey Weinstein? Like, what the hell? Like, seriously? That's... what? What do those two go... what? Like, for real. You know what? I can't even say no more because I wash my hands of this. I am lost for words. I'm just going to let y'all see it yourself. And you tell me in the comments how you feel about it. Because it's absurd. I'm dumbfounded. I have no idea what to say to that. So I'm going to let y'all watch the video yourself.
Changed the name a couple months ago to the Tony Khan driver. Maybe I should have seen it coming in hindsight.
Wait, you knew they changed it a couple months ago?
I mean, the clues were there.
They called it the Tony Khan driver. You know, I have a complicated relationship with Matt and Nick and Jack. Jack had been out of AEW for a while. I had sent him on an excursion to our partner in Japan where he did great things. I reinstated him Wednesday night on TBS by his own request. He repaid me by hitting me in the stomach with a microphone.
Yeah.
And then Matt and Nick pulled me up and gave me the Tony Khan driver, which is really a spike pile driver. It's one of the deadliest moves in pro wrestling. It's been banned in a lot of states. It's illegal in the state of Tennessee. And for them to do that to me in front of millions of people around the world and a great audience live Wednesday night on TBS, it scared me and it scared my family. And I just feel really lucky that I'm here at the NFL draft and with the Jaguars and able to still be working at the Jaguars and AEW right now.
Yeah, and you could hear the folks who came to your assistance yelling, what the hell are you doing? This is a billionaire. You got to be careful.
His father, Shad, came into the ring.
Yeah. Well, does Shad tell you, like, you got to stay out of the ring? Like, is he concerned for your well-being here?
No, he was very angry at the people that assaulted me. My dad loves AEW, and he's a big fan of what we do Wednesdays on TBS and Saturdays, just like tomorrow night here in Jacksonville on TNT every week. He watches every show, and he never expected something like that. It's never happened before. You know, AEW, we've been doing this for 5 years. We are the most successful sports startup since the AFL pre-merger. There has not been a challenger brand that has gained as much market share as AEW in many, many, many years. We are like the Pepsi of pro wrestling, and we're up against a really evil juggernaut. WWE is our competitor. That's who we're facing. AEW, like the Pepsi of pro wrestling. WWE's like the Harvey Weinstein of pro wrestling. And I'm really proud of what we do down here.
All right, Tony, we're gonna
hold on real quick. What's the prognosis? What are the doctors telling you?
Well, you know, to be honest, I think you're going to have to tune in to AEW to find out what they have to say.
There we go.
Me.
You find out on TNT and TBS what my prognosis is and what's going to happen to me.
I'll tell you what, save all that stuff. Just tell us who you're taking tonight. We'll take that here. How about that?
Well, guys, you know, this is the NFL Network. There's a lot of people watching. I can't give out that kind of sensitive information. And also, a lot of things have to play out in the second and third round. And you can bet Trent and Doug and this great group, we're going to make good decisions and keep trying to make the